Hi, do you guys want to know what's going on in my life? I turned 30 this week, and I'm making a huge decision that's going to change the trajectory of the rest of my life, and I'm nervous about it. I have been with my boyfriend for 7 years. There's never been any cheating. It's not been toxic. He's not mean to me. It just isn't working. And I think turning 30 is really freaking me out because of two reasons. I'm going to be 30. I need to get my life together. I really want to get married and I want to have kids and I have a life envisioned for myself and I have a lot of dreams. And it just isn't happening where I'm at. And I think I'm just stuck and I need to make a decision right now. And I'm just too young for this to be the rest of my life. I feel partially oh my God, I'm 30, I'm too old to start over. But I'm also way too young to accept something that I know just isn't the right thing for me. We also live together, so it's a slow breakup because we both love each other a lot. And we both don't want to have to move back home, and we can't really afford to not live together. So we're just trying to figure that out. And it does make it easier that our core friendship has always been there. So that is kind of helping guide us through this limbo that we're in. Anyway. I applied for a job. I'm hoping I can stay here and afford this place by myself. I just feel like if I have to move back home, it's gonna feel like way more of a rock bottom than I think it already is. So I really don't want to do that. I really want to stay. And my job currently, I can't. I'm making my half of the rent. There's no way I can pay for it in full. So I'm really hoping I get this job, but also I don't know how much it pays because it didn't say. But there was a place for what would you like your salary to be? And I put something that would make this livable. Yeah. So I just don't know what I'm doing with my life. I'm starting over in the dating world. I'm going to be single for a while. I'm just going to be sad and try to focus on myself. But in the meantime, we're still in limbo. We're still both living together.
Shout out to the content creator. I wanted to stop it right there. She had a slight bit more to say, but it was kind of just rambling or whatever. But again, shout out to her. She said a lot, and I kind of have my take on it as far as what I perceive the situation to be. But to kind of recap on what she said, basically they've been together for 7 years. They living together, and she's feeling like, hey, I'm turning 30. I want to have a family. I see my life a certain way. And basically she wants to separate with him because at this point she don't feel like he's the one to give her what she envisioned. Now, like she said, hey, he's never cheated. He's been nice. He's been a great boyfriend, but she wants more. And I'm just going to say it because at this point it has to be said. It's hypergamy, right? Women always want the next level up. If you're at a place where you've been with a woman for X amount of years, right? And you're not providing her what she envisioned, not what you envision or what y'all envision, she ready to bounce. She ready to bounce. She ready to crash out. She ready to get up out of there so much as she ain't even making a rent, bro. She I got to get another job. I got to get up out of here. You follow me? So it just seemed like either bruh has become stagnant. And again, she didn't give any more context to, hey, did y'all talk about having kids? What's the situation on, what kind of broke the straw on the camel's back? But listen, she trying to get up out of there, right? She said she turning 30. She's single. Here's the thing. This is the other part I want to make notice of. She wants this life, but she also want to be dating right away. So, cause she's like, hey, I'm single again. I'm back in the dating market. Versus saying I'm single, but I'm gonna put myself in position first, and then go out searching for someone to make this life happen with me. Cause she ain't even making the money right now. So with the boyfriend she had, again, dude never cheated. Again, we don't know his side of the story, but he never cheated, was a great boyfriend. They've been together for 7 years. Why not try to stay and make it work? You've been with her 7 years. I'm gonna tell you straight up, like, let anybody tell you, ain't nothing out here in these streets. If you find somebody who at least can match you at this point in your life, you better stick it out, try to figure out how to make it work. And listen, and this is the other part I want to make clear. I actually have no problem with what she's saying. I don't disagree with anything she's saying. Listen, she like, look, this is the life that I want. And everybody had their preferences. So I actually don't have any issue. I don't take any issue with what she said in the sense of what she wants for her life. Everybody wants something for their life. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But she really got to think it through, man. It's again, I get if it was like a very traumatic situation she was in, abusive situation where it just like it wasn't going nowhere, right? But to be with somebody for 7 years and all of a sudden you like, hey, I'm turning 30. It's like a light flipped on. I'm not seeing the life I want. Why not stick it out and say, all right, let me, while I'm in this relationship. And again, we didn't hear his side of the story. Maybe they spoke about having kids or, getting married. 7 years is a long time. I ain't gonna lie. 7 years is a long time not propose. 5 is like max. But I would give ultimatums, man. And again, maybe they did, but it would just be like, all right, well, I'm gonna focus on me over here, and you focus on yourself hard, and let's focus together, and let's just try to level up from there. Because she didn't say like, hey, yeah, he not trying to get married. She didn't say he not trying to have kids. She just said, hey, we've been together for 7 years. He's never cheated. He's been a good dude. Very, took care of her, whatever. They living together. But she wants more. So maybe he not providing what she needs in her, with how she's envisioned her life, So this is an interesting take though, man. It's a lot of ladies waking up like this. Right. But I'm also seeing a lot of videos of women regretting leaving their marriage as well. You know what I mean? Because it's hard, man. It's hard out here. Like, and again, like, she already in a situation where she ready to crash out and get up out of there, and she ain't even making a rent. Her best bet is to go home. And again, whatever her decision is, I'm not judging her on it. Saying she wrong or right, but I would say the right decision if you really want to, put yourself in a situation where you can, get some more money to be on your own and also get the life you want with kids and a marriage. You need to go back home. I don't think that's rock bottom, especially now with everything going on. We need to be living together. I forgot who said it online, but somebody said group economics. We need to put it together. So if that's what you want, go home, stack your bread. You know what I'm saying, get right. And then, at that point, go back into the dating market. And, that way you come in as you knowing yourself and being in a position of leverage to get what you want out of the relationship, not just come in with your hand open. So it was an interesting take, but shout out to her. Again, I have no issue with what she wants to do. I just think there's a way to move about it, right? And hopefully she make the right stride and make the right decision. I would just say go back home. Like if you like, hey, I need to get out of this situation and I need to, be able to afford my lifestyle, you need to go back home. Especially if you have the opportunity to. Yeah, go back home, save some money, pay off some debt, right? Get a better job, maybe build some skills while you're there. You're gonna live way cheaper anyway, because parents ain't gonna make you pay probably the same amount. So you'll be able to save some money. Maybe don't have to get 2 jobs, but if you do, you can run it up. So yeah, I tell you no issue with what she said. Hey, everybody want what they want. I just hope she move accordingly. So hey, if y'all got any value, hit the like button, subscribe, and share this video because I'm sure somebody need to hear this message. And with that being said, I appreciate y'all. Much love. Peace.